Good to see you. Welcome back. This is Global News Morning. And this is our good friend Matt Lee, back in full effect, back in the studio. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, back. I love it.
Yeah, I wish we had a cake or something for you.
Yeah,
Maybe
some confetti.
Some dancers, confetti, streamers, and yeah. But a lot of people looking forward to the cottage this time of year and opening it.
Yeah.
Some people considering maybe they've had the cottage enough, maybe time to move on and sell it. An interesting segment here. What to know about putting a cottage on the market that is waterfront.
Yeah, we have to look at it as an experience. I mean, people are buying waterfronts for an oasis. They're buying it for the idea of unwinding. They're buying it for the thought of just kind of quiet, peaceful.
A getaway.
A getaway. So when we're looking at that, you walk into a property and you have to think, well, how do we make it look that way? And we have to do that before the listing goes on. We talk about what are those things that make that look proper. Well, I would say you start with the dock and the water, because then they can have the feel of walking out onto the water, having the patio set out to have that feel around the fire pit.
They want to visualize themselves in those pictures.
Yeah, and you want them to have the time to sit there and enjoy the birds chirping, seeing the water, doing these different things, because that's the experience, right? So when we're looking at this, you want something to be as easy as possible. You don't want sticks laying out on the grass. You don't want the gardens to be overgrown or dead. You don't have to go to the full extent of having like new flowers, because we're not at that point. But if you want, but mulch is out there right now, and I would say, like, if you're going to list the waterfronts, the ice is out of the water, we're ready to go. And I would say that basically having the gardens ready, the docks in the water, all of these pieces make a big difference of what the experience is for the buyer coming to take a look at that property.
Repairs would be important too.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, so basically you go through that whole list. We look at painting, caulking, windows matter. I have a big thing about windows, because in a house, even in town, but like waterfronts, if somebody's standing in their house and they're working in the kitchen or they're doing different things and they're looking through a fogged window to what is supposed to be that oasis feel, that is a tough one. I would say that I would probably try and have those windows replaced if there is an issue right now, because a clean window makes a big difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of clean, you mentioned decluttering, but power wash the deck.
Yeah, so you're going to get this, whether it's gravel or dust and different things that are going to happen, pollen, like we had a really bad pollen year last year. So like I would say that I would have everything pressure washed. I would have the deck stained. We're getting into that time of year that the temperature is okay, so you can actually start to stain the decks and do these different things and have it look so that it's like completely easy. Okay. When they walk in.
Patio furniture staged?
Yeah, so we have that set up around that campfire, and I would say anything else, whether if there's a swing that goes on the tree or any of these different things, I would have it all set up so that it's easy to sit down on the way by.
Okay. What about a dock and a boat in the water?
Yeah, so you're right. Go to the next step. The dock being in the water is number one. If you have a boat, I would put the boats in the water, the sea-doos on the lifts, have everything ready so that that's what the picture is of what they're looking at, and that'll make them feel this is where you want to be. So I would have it all staged and ready to go.
Okay. Final words.
I think it's great just to be back. I like this. This is interactive is nice. It's been a long time on a screen, so thank you.
Well, I don't think I am in the position financially to buy a cottage. I think you have a cottage, right?
We have property. We have
property?
Yeah. Do you want to camp?
I was going to say, can I stay at your cottage and I'll just pitch a tent on your property? Is it on the water?
Yeah.
Give me the lot number and the address, and I'm there this summer.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Thank you so much, Matt.
Real estate tips brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.